You going with me? Well, hey guys, welcome back to Kinfolk Farm. I picked the absolute hottest and most humid part of the day to come out here and give you guys a muscadine update. A lot of people like these videos to sort of do a comparison with their plants, our plants, and also see how our plants are doing. I think a lot of people like these update videos, I hope. Because that's what this one is. I want to show you guys our new plants and show you how they're doing. I get so many comments of people talking about their newer plants, the first-year-old plants, the first year on their property plants. They're going to drive you nuts. They drive me nuts every year. We have some that are doing great. We have some that are doing okay, and I've lost some. So we lose plants too. No two plants are the same. Some just don't make it. But I wanted to show you guys the new plants, the smaller vineyard and the big vineyard, and show you how it's looking for our U-pick this year. Nice. My brother talked me into getting that brute force. I'm happy with it. I bought it for the farm. I've had it maybe 4 weeks, and of course I can't get it to crank. I know it's the battery. I just wanted to get this video over with. It's so hot. I'll go over here and fool with it. I guess it's the battery. The lights are not coming on. Turn the key on, the ignition comes on for just a second and then cuts right back off. Of course I can't figure out where the battery is. I gotta go get the manual. I ain't even had it turned. I don't want to go ranting about my Kawasaki. Dang it. I bought it so I don't have to walk so much on this farm. And a lot of walking around here. But anyway, let's check out the new plants. They're doing as well as expected, as well as I expect them to do. They're doing pretty good for the most part. Most of them are. You can see they've been splitting. I'm scared to try to start training them. I actually broke one the other day. I tried to bend it over ever so gently. I tried to bend it over to strap it to the wire and broke one. So of course I had to start that one completely over. But they're doing pretty good. They've all made it, mostly, they've all made it to the top of the wire. We'll run up down through here real quick, take a quick look at them. I'll start back over. These are the Supreme. This one's come up, and we have had deer problems because they come out of these woods. This one's still got a tip on it, so it's growing. But we haven't got anything going this way. We could possibly get something like this going that way, or one here. So it's still early in the season. And for you guys that are new, remember, we have a long growing season. A long growing season. This one is split. And it's just got to be trained. It's just got to be trained. I'm just leaving it alone for right now. Let it get a little longer. And of course, I didn't bring no zip straps. I could zip strap it there and go ahead, but I didn't bring anything with me. Also, a thing, excuse me, something I should have done was brought my shears with me. Now that we got a lot of growth up here, I can come and cut a lot of this junk back. Come and cut a bunch of this unnecessary growth back that will shoot this energy up and down the wire. Like this one here, it's not quite made it to the top. We got one right there. This one could be cut and gotten rid of, and that'll help shoot a lot of energy up. All this unwanted stuff we need to get rid of. But so far so good. This one, same way. It's still trying to get up the top. This one is just going absolutely crazy. See, we can come and clean that, clean all this junk up. It's split, running both ways, looking great. This one is just going crazy. These up here are really doing well. Look here. All right, guys. Y'all know what that is? Japanese beetle. That's what we've been waiting on. Oh, dang, he flew away. I was going to show y'all a close-up of them. The Japanese beetles. We've been having some beetle problems, just a few. All right, this one is split. It can go that way as well. I've seen a few beetles only out here in the newer vineyard. I haven't seen any out there so far, so I know it's coming. This one is split, looking good. This one up here is going crazy. It is split. I just haven't started training it. Like I say, I'm scared I'm going to break it. I need to come do another spraying on it. We're starting to get this brown stuff, and I've been doing a little research on spraying for fungus, and I bought some Captan to start spraying. That one's made it to the top. I pruned it, trimmed it yesterday. But I've been doing some research. I think that is, I can't remember, I think it's black rot. It won't hurt the plants. If you see those little brown spots on your leaves, it won't hurt your plant. It won't kill your plant. It's just not, it's more of an eyesore. But this one's eat up with it. I've already given them one spraying of the Captan, but I'm not supposed to spray while pollination is going on. All the blooms have just opened up. We're not supposed to spray for bugs. Anytime you see your blooms opening on your plants, don't spray for bugs. Don't spray for fungus or anything. Let the pollination happen. And once those grapes come on, you get those little tiny grapes, then you can go back and start knocking out your bugs. But like this one is looking great. All of them are doing really good. This one, I should start training it, but I'm scared it's going to break. It's grabbed hold to the wire on the right, but give it a little time. That one's looking good. All those over there, my gosh, are looking great. We have one here, excuse me, that is dead. It didn't make it. This one is looking rough. It hasn't even hardly got out of the tube. Like I say, we've had some deer problems, and the Japanese beetles had just started. I just started noticing the beetles. This one is another one that's weak. That one's a weak one. But there's another weak one down there. But and then down here on the end. See, most of these are doing pretty good. They're doing pretty good. That one's split. This one's another weak one. But we have a long growing season. As long as they stay alive, that second year, they will take off. I just know it. I've done this long enough. You guys don't give up. I hear so many comments. Man, my first year plants are not growing. They're driving me crazy. They will. They'll drive you crazy. But just keep them alive. Keep them watered. Keep them fertilized. I just fertilized yesterday. Keep them watered. Keep them fertilized. And they'll do fine. They'll do fine. No two plants are the same. You have some strong ones. You have some weak ones. I believe this is a Roa Supreme. I haven't marked on the end. I never can remember. But you can see the little blooms. This one hasn't quite popped open yet. But you can see the grapes are coming on. You can see the pollination is happening. The little grapes are coming on. It is looking awesome. Little grapes everywhere inside there. So far, so good. I haven't really got down in here and did a lot of inspecting to see how well the grapes are doing, but they're coming on. You can see they're coming on. Doing great, doing great. Just trying to find some. Now, I don't think all of them will open. These haven't opened yet. But so far so good. I'm happy. I am happy. Looking good. Well, like I say again, I've never sprayed for fungus or mildew or anything, but we did have some problems with our Darlene last year that was getting some kind of sooty mildew on them, and I did not like that. And I've noticed that for the last year or two, and so I talked to folks at Ison's Nursery, and they told me to get some Captan, put on every couple of weeks, spray the plants down, and except during pollination. So I'm giving it a break. Let the pollination happen, and also not close to harvest time. I quit spraying everything. I want to say about a month before harvest. I don't spray for weeds or anything. I just sort of stop when it gets close to harvest time because we're going to be eating the grapes. But once you give it that one good spray for these Japanese beetles, that pretty much knocks them out. But I can't believe that I have hardly seen any. I know they're coming. I've seen them on the small plants. I haven't seen any out here. But here's a question I get a lot. How far do we space our rows? From post to post. How far do we space our rows? I want to show you an example of this vineyard and the small vineyard. These, Ison's, I believe, recommends 12-foot spacing. They run tractors up and down their rows. I don't. I just run my little lawnmower, and that's it. They recommend 12-foot spacing. And it's not really for the growth of the plants. It's basically for convenience to get your equipment up and down the plants. I made this vineyard with 8-foot wide rows. For the simple fact, I could squeeze a few more rows in at the end. If I went 10 foot, I would have lost a few rows. So I got greedy, made them 8 foot. And it works out good. It does. It works out good. I do have to give them a summer pruning, and it's getting about that time where I have to summer prune them about knee high. I'll go with a little hedge trimmer, a little battery operated hedge trimmer, and I'll walk up and down every single row and give them a knee high trimming. It doesn't hurt your plants. I do it every year, multiple times, so I can cut grass without ripping down my plants. I've had that happen, get hung up on my lawnmower and rip down the plants, and that's not good. As you can see, these plants, they're already growing in the grass. And then when that lawnmower wheel comes down to here, the little wheels, they'll grab it, wrap it up, and it'll rip down a chunk of your plant. And that is not good. You can see they're all just about touching the ground. So it won't be long, we'll do about a knee-high trimming. But back on the spacing again. I did 8 foot over here. Now at the other vineyard, I did 10 foot. And I'll show you the convenience, how well that works. Because these plants, at 8 foot, they will grow into each other. They will start to grow into each other. Excuse me, and it's not that big of a deal, except when you cut grass, you're getting hit with limbs the whole time. But the summer pruning, I go down there and go up and down and underneath about knee high. But 8 foot is fine. 10 foot is honestly better. 12 foot's way better. You get a lot of room at 12 foot. But I just want to show you a prime example. Carlos grapes grow furiously fast and heavy. They just, I'll show you the difference. The Supreme and all that, they do good. The Ice and the Supreme, the Black Beauty and all that, they grow really, really heavy. But look at these Carlos. I mean, look at the grapes. They are smoking. I mean, just every square inch in there is just grapes, grapes. Everywhere you look, it's just grapes. I wish this camera did it justice, but just everywhere you look is just Carlos grapes. They are heavy producers. I honestly don't like them for a U-pick because nobody wants them unless you're a winemaker. They're good to eat, but they're so tiny nobody wants them. But what I was getting at was they grow wide. They just grow so fast. And you can see here how they was, I mean, this one's almost in this row, and these over here are almost in this row. And they'll do that all the way down. And it's still early. We still have, I mean, July, August, and September, 3 more months of growing. So if I didn't do a summer pruning, you wouldn't be able to, I mean, you could walk down through there, but they would just, you wouldn't be able to see a gap. It'd just be a continuous mess of vines. So yes, I do. I summer prune. To keep it nice and neat, and also keep it from tearing up my vines. But this is 8 foot. This is 8 foot. I'll go over there and show y'all what 10 foot looks like. I just figured while I was out here, I would show you what the vines are doing that we've replaced out here. They're doing great. They've come up split. And yesterday, I was actually out here fertilizing. I went and cleaned up the trunks. Like I was saying at the new vineyard, at the little smaller ones over there, I cleaned all that junk out of the tubes and just kept the growth up here. And that way it'll just run down the wire. It'll take all that unused, that energy that they don't need, it'll push it up here to the top, and they'll just do so much better. Look at these plants. They're just going crazy. It's going to be a good year. If you guys that are out near Meriwether County or would like to make a drive out to Meriwether County, Georgia, this year we're going to have the grapes. That's not a good sign. Look at that. That's a Japanese beetle right there. But we're going to have the grapes. We'll be open in September. That's not a good one. Let's keep an eye on that one. But we'll be open in September. Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays in September. For a U-pick, you guys can come out and pick and have some fun and eat all these good grapes. That one's doing pretty good. Check this one out. This one's going crazy. This will be the last one, then we'll go to the next vineyard. You can see here's all the junk I cut off yesterday. I cut all this stuff off, but look at that. It's doing great. I mean, it's really rocking. But see, something got the tip right there. But there's another one going to grow right out below that leaf right there. It'll take off again. But these Japanese beetles will slow your growth down. I know they're here. I know they're here. Let's go check out the other vineyard. All right, here's an odd one. Now that we're leaving the vineyard, here's an odd one. Look at this one. It is taking off, and this made it about the same distance as that last one. It's about halfway to the wire, but we have nothing happening down here. This little split is just, there may be something come out of there. If not, I can train this one to run down the wire. We'll figure it out. There'll be something shoot out and take off. This one possibly. We'll see. But things are looking good. Again, as we work our way over here to the new vineyard, look, Friday, Saturdays, and Sundays in September, we're open. We are open for you pick. We're out in Meriwether County. I'll be posting on Facebook the address and all that stuff. And we sit out here and have a good time, just eat grapes all day, every day. And just talk about muscadines and have a good time. Now, I'll be out here picking like crazy and doing my thing. But you guys are more than welcome to come out and pick some grapes and have some fun with us here at the farm. All right, I want you to check this out. The difference between an 8-foot rose and 10 foot. Now, when we built this little vineyard, this was the first vineyard we started on. We did 2 rows. Then we did 4, and then we did the big vineyard, and we came back and added those Ruby Crisp, which I'll show you guys how they're doing. They're rocking. But you'll see a huge difference in 8-foot rows and 10 foot. Just look at that. I haven't pruned. I haven't done anything. And they're the same plants as up there, but you see the difference. They're just not growing into each other. They're hitting the ground. You can see they're all hitting the ground. I'll still have to come do a pruning, but it makes a huge difference in the width of your rows. So there it is. You can go 8, 10, or 12. 12 would be even, I mean, that'd be crazy. That would just be so much room. But 10 foot is good. But if you're limited on space, just do 8 foot. 6 would be extremely tight, because I believe the plants will get about 3 foot wide. They'll get about 3 foot wide. So you definitely do not want to go 6 foot. But 8 foot, no problem. All right, we're down here at the Ruby Crisp. You see that white stuff on there. That's the stuff I sprayed a while back. It's still on there. So hoping that helps, but I don't see it helping as much as I would like for it to. I still see some brown junk on there, on these leaves, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm not a professional when it comes to mold and fungus. I've been learning a lot. I've been trying to step up my game when it comes to this, the disease part of growing muscadines. I've never really had any disease problems that I know of outside of that sooty mildew on my Darlene. They say what I've read is the bronze grapes are more apt to getting diseases and stuff. The purple grapes seem to do a lot better, and I noticed that as well. So I'm just trying to up my game on the disease part of growing grapes, but I'll start doing videos on that once I start learning a little more about it. But we do have grapes. Grapes are coming on. The grapes are coming on, as you can see. They're telling us I need to go and cut my crop by about half. I don't see that being an issue with me. I just don't see that. I just don't see that one having as many grapes to where I would have to cull some back. Everybody says I say everybody. The folks at the University of Georgia said you should cut your production on these Ruby Crisps the second and third year by half. Knock about half your grapes off because they will overcrop. I don't see it. I just don't see that. I have that problem. I don't have that many grapes. As you guys can see, there's some grapes down here. And we will be a little greedy with these grapes this year. These will probably just be our family grapes for the first year or so, because we really don't have that many. I'd love to make a batch of wine out of them, but I don't even know if I have enough for that. It just don't seem like I need to cull any. I see some grapes in there, but not enough to where I have to really worry about culling any. I think my Isons have produced heavier than that in the second year. But anyway, I see some grapes. Grapes are looking good, good, good. I'm happy. We will get a crop. There's a big bunch in there. We'll get some grapes. And this was a little plant I wasn't sure was going to make it or not. I always remember keep your trunk clean. I wasn't sure if this plant was going to make it, but heck, it's got some grapes coming on. Grapes there, grapes here. Got some brown stuff on the leaves. Like I say, I'm learning more about that. Here's some grapes growing in there. Yeah. Like I say, that second year, the first year will drive you crazy growing these muscadines. I'm telling you, the first year will drive you nuts. But then they just sort of slow. It's like a little train that could. They just sort of kick along. Yeah, I'm not culling none of this back. I'm not culling any of this back. There's just not enough grapes. So keep an eye on your grapes. If you got just gobs of them, I would thin the crop, but I don't have it. I just don't see it having to be an issue. I don't see it being an issue, so I'm gonna leave it alone. But these guys are rocking. Got in here a little yesterday and looked around. Not much, but there are some grapes coming on. And all these plants, I don't have a clue what they are. They're a mixture. Every plant is something different. For you guys that are new to the channel, when I planted this little small vineyard, I was a beginner, and I was just buying one of this, one of that, one of these, one of those, and planting them because I wanted some muscadines, and I didn't know about the variety. You know, I knew about the varieties, but it wasn't a big a deal to me then. I just wanted to have a ton of different muscadines, and so of course I've lost track of what everything is. Look at this. Y'all see that big bob? Look at that. Oh yeah. Yeah, so I basically lost track of what all we have growing in here. But the one thing I did keep up with was one row is purple muscadines, second row bronze scuppernongs, purple muscadines, bronze scuppernongs, or bronze grapes. Bronze, it's purple, bronze, purple, bronze, purple, bronze, all the way down. So I did keep up with that. And we will be selling some of this year. Everybody kept asking for the bronze grapes last year. So I'm going to start sending people over here and just say, pick them, go at it. So this year is going to be a different year. We'll have people come over here, and if they want to pick over here, have fun. All right, well, that's all I can think of right now. The grapes are doing good. They're already hitting the ground, ready for summer pruning. I hope that let me let these chickens out. I hope your grapes are doing good too. Come on out. Oh, watch out, buddy. Come on. Come on, oh. Let them chickens out. Let's let them out. Yeah, I hope your grapes are doing good too. I'll get out there and pick up some bugs. Maybe find a Japanese beetle. Come on, oh, let's go. Come. You hot, boy? It's hot out here. But I hope yours is doing well too. Look at him run for that shade. Because we have a long season. If they're not doing all that well, keep them watered. We ain't even had to water, but I think twice the whole season, maybe 3 times. It has rained constantly here in our part of Georgia. It has rained and rained and rained, and we had rain last night. Right after I fertilized yesterday afternoon, and it rained. It worked out perfect. So we haven't. This has been, like I say, that one of the best. I said early videos. This has been one of the best growing seasons we've ever had so far. So oh, there's one. Look at that Japanese beetle right there. You see him zooming around. Look at him. Look at that little joker. Just landed in there. Let me see if he'll come out and I'll zoom in on him. Guys, let this little pollinating get over with, and then keep an eye on them beetles. He's right behind this leaf right here. Oh, there's a stack of them. There's like 3 of them back there. There's like 3 of them behind it. They're back there mating. You see them? Let's see if I can zoom in. Let's see. Oh, that leaf's blocking. There he is right there. 2 of them. Let's give them a good oh, dang it. I was going to give them what you call a good squish. I always just give them a good squish. But it's about time to start spraying. I haven't seen a lot of damage yet, but it's coming. They won't bother your grapes. They really don't bother your grapes. They just destroy your leaves. And that doesn't help your plants at all, because you need those nice leaves for photosynthesis. Look at that. There's one chewed up. Yeah. But anyway, I'll keep you guys posted if I think of anything else that you could possibly be doing. And if you have any questions please leave them in the comment section below. I will do my very best to answer them. And you can always check with Ison's Nursery. They're awesome. Get ready this year to grow you some grapes. If you'd like to grow muscadines, they are so easy to grow. They're like the last thing to break bud. You don't have to worry about a late frost. They're just so simple to grow. If I can grow them, anybody can grow them, because I'm the worst. I can't even grow a garden, but I can grow muscadines. It's so easy. Thanks again, guys. Appreciate you checking out my video. Again, if you haven't subscribed, click that subscribe button. But if you have any questions about muscadines, please leave me in the comment, because I love talking about muscadines. Love you guys to death. We'll see you on the next one.